Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight it'll be the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Minnesota Lynx. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. And it's safe to say this game will be won or lost on the boards.
Well, it's how these teams control the game and get themselves extra possessions.
Well, not only that, but limiting their opponent's possessions. That'll be a huge key in this one.
Now ball queen. Pass to make buckets. Here's Walker. The three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix with the ball. And here's Thomas. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
Outstanding work in the screen and roll. Alyssa Thomas, what a superb pass.
About 1 minute played here so far in the first. Ball queen with the ball. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Buries it from three-point range.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Now here's Thomas. Defense right on her. Over to the left wing. Here's Taylor. Defended by ball queen. For three, Diana Taurasi. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's ball queen. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Now here's Walker. Over Copper. And it's Walker missing. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now Copper. Three-pointer. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Here's ball queen. And the Lynx, another three. The Mercury trail. Now here's Copper. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Inside, Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Kalia Copper.
Early on, nearly perfect from the floor. Just one miss on their first 5 shots.
Now Mrs. Incredible. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Walker up top. She clangs that one off the back iron and it falls. And here's Copper. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. 2 points. That one goes in.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Ball queen with the ball. He lofts up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
An unreal alley-oop.
The pass, the catch, the dunk, perfection.
And all of it had to be perfection. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look. Trust me.
Here's Taylor, defended by Ball Queen. Copper outside. Thomas a screen. Copper no good. The Lynx with the lead. From deep three-point range. And it's Walker missing. Thomas outside. Pass to Taurasi. Fires from deep. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
The lead changes hands once more. There have been no separation between these teams tonight.
Yeah, and it's made for one heck of an entertaining game, even when it hasn't been the best basketball.
Yeah, at least it's been close.
And the Mercury with possession. Pass to Taylor. Copper. Thomas a screen. Now here's Copper. Guarded by Walker. Here's Taylor. The three. Taurasi's shot is off. From deep. And it's Walker missing.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Thomas outside. This is incredible with the steal. Here's Ball Queen. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once she came up with the steal, she went straight on the attack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, guys. Go hard to the bucket. Don't let them get set up on defense.
Now here's Taurasi. Defense is right there. Taylor. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Ball Queen. Pass to McBuckets. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the fast break.
That's rapid-fire basketball at its best.
Showtime.
Phoenix with the ball. Trailing by 2. Brown with the screen. Leah Copper from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Pass to Ball Queen. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we know Alyssa Thomas is an outstanding all-around offensive player, but her defense is elite as well.
I mean, normally she's all defense. She's finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. She's led the league in steals. Thomas, you talked about her all-around game on offense, but defensively, she makes a very big impact.
And 2023 featured the closest MVP vote ever, with Alyssa Thomas finishing second.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, Thomas actually got the most first-place votes, but finished just behind Breanna Stewart, just ahead of Asia Wilson. Thomas averaging 16, 10, and 8. All defense, too. About as good of an all-around year as we've seen.
And the first one at the line is good.
A physical point forward. Thomas shows a complete game. She can rebound, defend, and she's a monster on the break.
So she gets them both. And in 2023, Minnesota finished as the 6th seed with a record of 19-21.
Well, Minnesota missed the playoffs in 2022, which ended their 11-year postseason streak. But they regrouped, and in 2023, they took the Sun the full 3 games in the first round, almost pulling off the huge upset. But what was most important was getting back to the postseason.
Here's Osborne. 6 to shoot. Pass to Thomas. Whitcomb, defended by Ball Queen. Goes back up. Nafisa Collier with some nice D. And here's McBuckets. Offline with the 3.
Well, you have to like the work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Copper, no good. Here's Minnesota. Whitcomb with the steal. And a fast break now for the Mercury. Copper outside. Takes the 3. Drops in the tray.
Both teams on fire right now from the opening tip.
This is going to be an entertaining game of basketball today, folks. I think that much is obvious.
Get your popcorn ready.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's got 9. The shot by McBuckets, no good. Phoenix leading. Pass to Thomas. On the wing, Kalia Copper. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Nafisa Collier. So the Lynx now. Here's Smith. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's McBuckets. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Osborne. Doesn't go for her. Pass to McBuckets. A 9-foot shot. And it's blocked by Kaylani Brown. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Mercury up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Mercury here in this one?
I love the effort on the glass right out of the gate from them.
And it takes effort from all 5 players to get a rebounding advantage like this.
So the Lynx now. It's a 3-point game. Now here is Queen. Whitcomb defending. From deep 3-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried.
Oh, man, what a shot. She hit that from another time zone.
I know, guys. You just watched her pull up. Always so dangerous.
Here's Billings. Pass to Taurasi. From the arc, sinks the 3-pointer.
With the beautiful outside stroke, Taurasi strikes fear in the eyes of her opponents.
And here are the Lynx now. They trail by 3. Now here is Queen. Whitcomb defending. Queen misses.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Whitcomb misses. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Pass to Collier. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Well, it's a player who does use the mid-range. It's part of what makes Collier difficult to defend. She can score from everywhere on the offensive end.
Here's Billings. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now here's Whitcomb. Queen covering. Right side Whitcomb. Here's Billings. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for her. Minnesota trailing. Pass to Walker. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Queen shot is good.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Timeout called the Mercury. When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi's the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
The Mercury making a switch here. Here's Taylor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Taurasi. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two. And one of the most amazing stories in all of sports is the fact that Diana Taurasi is still a top scorer and a top player.
I mean, she turns 42 this year. She went first overall back in 2004, back when Blake was in preschool. A lot of her teammates were in diapers back then. DT's commitment to the game is unmatched. It's just really special to get to watch her play still.
First free throw is good. Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, WNBA. We're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
And so she makes both from the line. Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, DeWanna Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here is Queen. 5 points in the game. It's hauled in by Taurasi. Pass to Taylor. Back to Taurasi for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
They're not afraid to just let it go here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the 3.
McBride outside. Queen. Walker up top. To halt the run. Here's Taylor. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Billings. Taurasi with it from outside the arc. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passer.
Minnesota calls a timeout. The Mercury making a switch here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Maybe that'll trigger them. Possible not to get pumped up after that, I would think.
Well, you could see the immediate reaction of the players on the bench. They are pumped.
And rightfully so, right? I mean, that's what those alley-oops will do for a team.
On the wings, Satu Sabali, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Knocked loose. Mrs. Incredible with the steal. Here's Collier. That one drops for her.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Phoenix in the lead. Here's Billings. Misses that one. Her first miss of the night, 2 for 3. Launches a 3. And it's Walker missing.
It hasn't been a very good day for her, guys, and her team really needs her, desperately needs her to start burying those shots.
Now here's Copper. She's got 9. Over Walker. And the basket by Copper.
And a much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, you're doing something right.
Here's Queen. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. From past the arc, the three-pointer is on target.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Copper outside. To the inside. Billings lays it up and banks it in.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Here's Queen. In the basket for the 4th time from the field, and she is a healthy 4 for 6.
She's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Now to Rossi. She's got 17. From downtown, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. The Lynx trailing. And here's Mrs. Incredible. 12 points for her. Over to the wing. Here's Queen. Another one falls for Minnesota.
The points just keep coming for her this quarter, and at the right time, too, as they continue to try and narrow this deficit.
Now here's Taurasi. She's got 20. Collier with it. here's Walker. Pass to miss is incredible. This is incredible. 6 on the shot clock. Count the basket.
Good possession resulting in the easy one down low.
Now here's Copper, guarded by Walker. Now Copper. She's got 11. The 3. And Queen pulls it down.
In the first, she was killing him from outside, but in the second, she just can't get it going.
Pass to Copper. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Both teams will make substitutions. So the Lynx now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Mrs. Incredible. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Now here's Taurasi. And it's no good. Third time she's missed in 9 shot attempts. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And it's rejected. And they'll keep possession. Offensive rebound. And it's Collier missing. Copper outside. Poked away. Mrs. Incredible with the steal. Here's Ball Queen. Tries again. And she sinks the layup.
Man, they have got to put a body on her, because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Now here's Thomas. Copper. She's covered by Copper. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Copper. Here's Sabali. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. And for Satu Sabali, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satu is more of a shooter, while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
And the free throw, no good. And for Satu Sabali, her 3rd season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabali, first team All-WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
That is some dime dropping, exquisite assist.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. 16 points for her.
Sometimes she can hit that deep 3, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No, no. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
And here are the Lynx now. Trailing here by 8. And here's Walker. Looking to end the run. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn them at the line.
2 shots.
And she makes the first. And good on both. And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Napheesa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games. In the Lynx, they missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took their game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection.
Yeah, with strong mental and physical preparation, Thomas is able to keep her composure and really just do her thing out on the court.
And this is her 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game here. That free throw, no good.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter, a little more banging.
And that's serving them well, seeking out contact and putting pressure on the defense.
And the second free throw, good. So the Lynx now, 7-point differential. Here's Walker, hits it from the high post. Rossi with it. She's got 23. It's rebounded by McBuckets. Pass to miss is incredible. Here's Ball Queen. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Mercury out in front, up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. Diana Taurasi is having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Minnesota trailing. Now here's Ball Queen. To the right side. Drills it from outside.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
And here are the Mercury. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now here's Copper, guarded by Walker. Thomas, good. Coming off the assist by Kalia Copper.
Well, that level of toughness should energize Thomas's teammates. She invites contact from opponents.
Now here's Walker. She's covered by Copper. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Now she's just showing off with range like that. That's incredible.
Yeah, definitely incredible. Her release, her form, everything terrific.
Here's Taylor. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Thomas Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Taurasi outside. Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Taurasi. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And the Lynx, another 3.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Thomas. 9 points in the game. Pass to Brown. Copper up top, guarded by Walker. Goes to Thomas, long range. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Here's Mrs. Incredible. It's rebounded by Thomas. Phoenix trailing here. Copper outside. Now Taurasi launches it. That counts. She's put up 13 shots and now has made 8 of them.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Fires high post. She gets that one.
Everything going to plan to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Copper. Bucket is good.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Now ball queen. 10 points for her. And Brian, what do you think it is about Kahleah Copper that makes her such a top-tier offensive weapon?
Most would say her pure skills, but you can't overlook her effort level. When Copper's on the floor, she's giving you everything she has, and then some.
Now here's Copper, guarded by Walker. And here's Copper. She's got 13. Misses the 3. Pass to McBuckets. Ball queen. She's covered by Thomas. Walker with it. Shoots the 3. And the Lynx, another 3.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the Heat's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Thomas outside. Here's Brown. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feet.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Walker. She's covered by Copper.
Another good rebound. She's pulled down a bunch. Hasn't mattered that you know what? She's a little size challenge in the post.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. There's the three. Minnesota grabs the miss. Here's Walker. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Her shot has been off today. With her team leading, perhaps she should maybe focus more on her floor game.
They get it back. And Thomas gets it to go.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O boards.
The Lynx leading. Here's Walker. She's got 16. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
It goes on Alyssa Thomas.
At the line for Minnesota, Walker. 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one. And so she hits both. Taurasi with it. She's got 26. Got a piece of it. This is incredible with the steal. And now the Lynx fast break. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Walker. From deep. And the Lynx miss again. Here's Taylor. Five to shoot. Copper for the tie. She's off on that one.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
And so here's Phoenix, trailing by 5. On the wing, Kalia Copper. The tray. And this is Incredible with the rebound.
Yeah, she's still looking for a first triple of the second half. She had 3 at halftime.
Bangs home the trifecta.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here's Copper. She's got 13. Pass to Taurasi. Down low. Here's Thomas. Yes, and a nice assist from Diana Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi.
So the Lynx now. 6-point lead. Now here's Walker. She's covered by Copper. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. And she's going for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming on the end of an alley-oop.
What a lob.
Man, they've got this team hanging on for dear life right now.
Now here's Taurasi. Pass to Copper. Here's Taylor. To the middle. Thomas down low. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Plays hard, but always with respect. And it goes back to Thomas's graceful presence, not just on the court, but off the court.
He misses the free throw. And the Mercury making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Now here's ball queen. She's got 10. To the left side wing. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Banked in off the glass.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now Copper. 13 points in this game. Pass to Taurasi. Copper, guarded by Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier.
Her strokes looked a little shaky this quarter. Not much is hitting the targets.
The 15-footer. And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Pulling up on a defender comes down to confidence, and Collier believes in her ability to beat any opponent.
And stolen by Collier. And the Lynx pushing it up now. The finish, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and she's got a chance for one more at the line. And it's going to be on Sammy Whitcomb. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Shooting one.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Thomas. Good for another bucket. She's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half. Getting away from the three-point shot.
And Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010. Didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. But in the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
Now here's Taurasi. 26 points for her. Pass to Whitcomb. Taurasi. Here's Thomas. She's covered by McBuckets. And here's Taurasi. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range.
Her shooting has been so good today. She may have to take it upon herself to get her team out of this hole.
They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Whitcomb with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, poked loose, and stolen by McBuckets. Down low. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
Again. Another time. Lackluster transition defense.
I can just hear the frustration in your voice, Tim. And look, 7 of the last 10 points they've surrendered have come off the fast break. So pretty easy to see the problem.
Here's Taylor. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Sabali. Nice D from Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Lynx on top, up by 15. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Whitcomb. Pass to Taylor. Whitcomb. And here's Copper. Covered by Collier. And Kalia Copper gets the three.
And it looks like she still has some of the shooting touch that she did in the first.
Collier outside. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Phoenix. Here's Taylor. Pass to Copper. To the paint. Sabali. Up and in on the layup.
Well, Sabali can operate in either role of the two-player game. You just saw her roll, but she can also handle the rock. She's just so versatile.
Now the Lynx with it. 10-point lead. Now this is incredible. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Queen shot is good.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Copper. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Smith.
Now the defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
And it's in.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can just keep shooting it like this.
Everything is falling for them this half, and it seems they're putting up points every trip down the floor.
Amazing.
And here's Whitcomb. This one for three. The shot, no good. Out to the right wing. Another three for Minnesota.
Man, how about this percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Oh, I'm loving it, and I'm really loving every second of it, actually. I mean, they've found their rhythm from deep. No doubt about it.
Copper, covered by Collier. Here's Taylor. Back to Copper. To stop the run. The Mercury with another miss. And here are the Lynx now. To the inside. It's stolen by Kalia Cooper. Pass to Taylor. Billings. Here's Sabali. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. Here's and this is incredible. They get it again. Here's Queen. And she's good on the three ball.
They're giving her a little too much space out there. That's her third three-pointer since halftime.
And so here's Phoenix. Here's Taylor. Copper. Left side Whitcomb. It's stolen by Queen. Here's Collier. Finished off the break.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Now here's Whitcomb. Taylor, Queen covering. Pass to Billings. Clock at 6. From 17 feet out. And again, Phoenix no good.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
And here the Mercury. Pass to Copper. Back to Whitcomb. To end the drought. And she takes it up and lays it in.
And Whitcomb isn't afraid to go in amongst the trees. Impressive finish inside.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Now here is Queen. Here's Mrs. Incredible. It's rebounded by Sabali.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
Good on the triple.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
Queen with the ball. Collier outside. Queen. And it's Minnesota scoring again.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's Whitcomb. Copper, covered by Collier. Here's Billings. Knocks it loose. Here's Sabali. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. And it's going to go on Alana Smith.
I like when Sabali attacks inside, showing no fear attacking the contact and getting the call.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her. So both teams changing it up here. That's also good, so she hits them both. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Walker. And it's Minnesota scoring again.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Now here's Taurasi. Copper with the ball. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
And when Alyssa Thomas is scoring like this, with everything else she does, she looks like the best player on the floor.
Now here's Ball Queen. To the wing, right side. This is Incredible. Gets it to go from downtown.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Rossi outside. Copper outside. Taylor defended by Ball Queen. Rossi outside. Here's the three. That's in there. Satu Sabali with the dime.
She's been a bright spot for them, trying to will them to victory.
Now Walker. The three is up. It's rebounded by Thomas.
She had the D tangled up with her patented crossover. Just couldn't do the last part, just couldn't finish it.
And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc.
Another good rebound. And we know she's giving up some inches to a few of the other players, but that just hasn't mattered.
Here's Ball Queen. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
We've really seen them step up their three-point shooting in the second half. I mean, they're just letting it fly out there.
Well, they're playing with confidence. I like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they've got a lead, but they're playing free.
And it's working.
Now here's Thomas. Inside. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here.
That pass had a little bit too much heat on it for her to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
Four on the clock. Pass to Taurasi. Here's Taylor. Now here's Thomas. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Covered by Collier. Here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for her. And here's Queen. McBride outside. Pass to Collier. There's the triple. Another three for Minnesota.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Copper, covered by Collier. On the wing, Kalia Copper. The Mercury with another miss.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
McBride outside. Pass to Collier. Queen. And it's blocked by Kaylani Brown.
Showcasing her innate sense of timing on that rejection. Brown knows when to leave her feet.
Up top, Thomas. Here's Taylor. Queen covering. Thomas with the ball. Good work there as it goes.
Keeping things simple. When Thomas sees the mid-range shot open up, she doesn't hesitate in taking it.
Collier outside. Pass to McBride. And here's Queen. McBride outside. And the three off target. And the Mercury with possession. Taurasi, defended by Mrs. Incredible. Copper outside. Over Collier. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you just have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
And that's a wrap, everyone.